Tell us about yourself. Where did you came from, and when you arrived to Australia?
Look, I come from a background. My background is from Punjab, and I've come to Australia on 9th of July 1998. I landed with a good friend of mine, and the place I come from is Patiala, and my place of birth is a small village near Ludhiana. It's called Chakar.
Okay.
That's where my mom belonged to, and that's where I was born.
What is the reason behind coming to Australia? What made you to come to Australia?
Look, I'm a mechanical engineer by profession,
Okay.
and when I decided to work in my professional career after my studies in India, you know how it is. There's no many opportunities back then in 1999, so we had to look for some opportunities overseas, and I had a lot of relatives in Canada, so I applied for Canadian immigration, and all my relatives said to me, if you would want to come here and work here, you would have to start fresh because none of your degrees will be affiliated here.
Okay.
So you better off studying overseas somewhere, do some course, and then come to Canada. You'll have a better opportunity of working as your career, yeah, as an engineer. So that's what we decided. Okay, let's go to me and my friend. We decided let's go to Australia because back then Australia was in the news, and a lot of people were coming to study here. So we came to do a course called Master in Business Administration (MBA) in RMIT. So that's where I enrolled myself, and I decided to come to Australia.
How did you felt after coming to Australia? Is that everything fine, or only you wanted to do something? What made you to find, and what are the challenges you found?
Look, Australia back then was not what it is now. I'm talking 18 years ago, it was totally different. There was no many people which speaks the same language. It was hard, when we came here, it was hard to find a house to start with. As soon as you land here, we were given a 7 days accommodation in a motel in the city, but as soon as it's finished, where do we go? There was no job, there was nothing, so we're not from a very rich family, so parents can support us and all that, because we were in a professional life, and we decided to come here, and the parents, whatever they could do, their best they did, and we had to make our own way, and so it was very hard to find a house. We struggled, a friend of ours helped us, and then that was the main challenges at that time, to find a job, to find a house. And then once you find the job, how do you fit your job into your university hours? You can't miss your school either, because you are here to study. So that was the challenges at that time which we faced, and job and house was a big challenge.
So what did you do at that point of time? So did you
look? You got to take it as it comes. And we as men, we are always up for challenges, because I was not a 18-year-old when I came here. I was 24. Yeah. So at that age, your brain's developed, and you can face challenges, right? So what we did is we didn't lose heart. We just kept looking, and finally we got the job. A friend of ours helped us with the lease for a unit in Yarraville. So that was my first place where I rented, and it was a good run after that, because slowly you make friends, you find jobs. Obviously, the jobs were not what you are used to doing it, but it's Australia. That's what it teaches you. Everything, nothing is impossible. So we did all sorts of jobs. I did night filling in Safeway, and then we did door-to-door knocking for Primus. Back then, Primus was very famous for internet and phone connections. So there was a lot of jobs which came our way. For 1 or 2 years. We kept going whatever comes our way, and finish our school. And after that, I'm here.